Hello, and welcome to Cry Havoc Wargaming, dedicated to bringing you the uncommon. For those of you who haven't met me, my name is Ron, and today we're going to do a gameplay video and after-action report of Sideshow Slaughter by Black Site Studios for Don't Look Back. So let's get started. The Sideshow Slaughter expansion for Don't Look Back does change the feel of the game in a very small, slight way. And the fact that it isn't a killer in the usual sense, Booger the Clown, is, I think, meant to be more of a supernatural character or a ghost. The plot takes place in a carnival that has been reappeared through time, sort of like a slasher version of Brigadoon. And in the particular scenario we're going to play, Figment, goal of the game is to get at least two of the characters off the table, back to their car. But before doing so, they have to have driven off the killer by willing him away using terror. So this game works a little bit different than many. You have to gain terror. You have to put yourself at risk of terror in order to increase your chances of rolling under it to dispel him. It takes place in the Funland terrain. There's two bundles that are made by Black Site Studios. I've been wanting to get this on the table for a while. So that's enough talking about the game. Let us go to the gaming table. So here's the table set up for today's game. This is Figment. The inspiration is Investigate and Banish. Northwood hasn't seen a carnival in over 2 decades. Something happened all those years ago that people in suburbs are still reluctant to talk about. Recently, some younger locals have been talking about hearing the sounds and seeing the lights of a small carnival off of Route 72. Others say it's just a figment of their imagination. So here's the table set up. This is going to be quadrant A, B, C, and D. Kind of reversed to normal because of where I put the Ferris wheel. There is Carnival here on the middle of the table floor. This is the Black Site Studios Funland, the two bundles that make up that. There is a Fright token in the center of B and the center of C. Those are the normal Fright tokens that'll be roving around. There's a car over here in A, which is where all the characters are beginning. And there are points of interest. Now in this particular one, those points of interest are actually marked by little balloon tokens. And those have to be investigated. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. The game is going to be 14 turns long. And the special rules for this scenario are will him away. As a long action, a character within 2 inches of Booger may try to will him away by rolling a d20. And if the result is less than the character's current terror points, they will Booger away, and he counts as having been driven off. Come one, come all. If Booger has not been conjured by the end of the fright phase of turn 3, he will immediately be placed in the center of the light token in the center of the table. Balloons. To investigate the balloons, characters roll under their combat, not awareness. Usually investigates or awareness. When a balloon token is successfully investigated, the investigator character gains 1 point of terror and Booger immediately becomes enraged if he's on the table. Bonk 3000, that's Booger's hammer. He makes a successful attack with its attack number 1. The targeted character is moved directly away from Booger, 3 inches, and trips. Booger's attack number 1 does not cause bleeding. Lights. 1 light token is placed in the center of the table. Objective. Characters need to will Booger away before the end of turn 14, and at least 2 characters have to make it back into contact with the car over here. So we have turn 14, we have to will Booger away, but we have to get here by turn 14, and at least 2 of the characters have to succeed. Booger the Banished is a themed killer. His MO is lunge, his visage is familiar, and his traits are daywalker and Deadeyes. So the characters we have today, we have Denise DeGraw with her cell phone, Seth Newton with his flashlight, Max the Abs with his baseball bat, and we have the outcast Chisaki O with her museum katana. For the first turn, it takes a roll of 10 or higher to have any tension issue. I rolled a 10. So I'm going to roll this one first. Did you hear that? This token goes away, and we flip any lights that are within 6 inches. I believe that's well over 6. Yeah, so no lights go out. But that token is gone. And then I'll roll for the other one, and I rolled a 2. That's the same thing. Again, it's probably not within 6. Nope. So our tokens are gone. Let's generate fright tokens. If there are no fright tokens on the board, add 1 to the center of boards B and C. So they just re-show right back up because there's none there. And then it goes to our turn because there is no killer on the table. So we get to decide who we want to activate first. I'm going to move Denise, I guess. She moves 4. And she's going to just... Should I walk, I think, maybe? I have to do a jump scare right now because I'm within 4 inches of those ticket booths. 5. Tap on the shoulder. Place the closest friendly character or supporting character within 8 inches into base-to-base contact with the character. That's you.
It's probably Max.
This does not cause a jump scare for that person. And then I'm going to go ahead and move my next 4 over towards that balloon. Hey, there's a balloon over here.
So
we can go right up to her.
and go right. I'll just go right up to her because
I'm 4.
Now I have to do a jump scare on this building. 6.
Tap on the shoulder. Place the closest friendly character or supporting character within 8 inches into base-to-base with this character. Next closest is in fact right next to you. So
I guess I could move another 4 up ahead towards the balloon.
And I guess I will move Chisaki. Well, I got to roll a jump scare first. 10. That's not good. Screams in the distance. Move all fright tokens D10 inches towards this character. 3. Well, that's not so bad. It's not great, but it's not.
Yeah, but they're heading to the...
But it's kind of fitting. She has a talking sword.
Really?
Yeah, that sword spoke to her. I'm going to go towards that. And now it is Seth.
Okay, Seth only moves 3. So he barely, gets around the car. I guess he's going to need to move another 3. Will be his, but he is so behind everyone else.
We have to roll for building tension. This time it is on a D6 or higher. 6. Roll for fright tokens. Okay, it's supposed to be the ones furthest from us, which I think is the one by the carousel. So I'm going to roll for that one first.
Okay.
1. That one goes away, and any lights within 6 inches go off. 4. Move the token 6 inches towards the closest character. That's going to start mattering.
Yeah,
6 inches?
that's close.
That's like right here.
Yeah, it's like in my face.
Well, we're both going to take Tara for that.
I mean, Max is an obvious one. He's right there.
All right, so he takes a fright token.
So there we are.
So he's got to roll a jump scare. You want to go ahead and roll a D10? You
Zero.
got a 10.
Not good.
No, that's not good at all. So roll a D10 again. 6 inches. The token is following you.
Oh dear.
I'm going to search the ticket booth with Denise. So it's awareness roll. I have to roll under 8. 7, I just barely make it. I have to roll to determine whether it's an item or a weapon. So Denise is going to investigate the ticket booth. She's made her roll just barely. With a 7, she needed an 8. It's indoors, so she doesn't have a modifier on the search. So it's going to be I rolled and got a weapon, or the weapon chart. I've pulled a card for the weapon, and what I've got, is a pistol. Ammo 6, damage 2 injuries.
I guess I can move Seth, but I can't do it because it's going to take me too long to get there. He moved up to the ticket booth, but he can't do anything more. But that means he has to roll a fright.
Yeah, jump scare. Yes,
Jump
roll
scare?
Jump scare.
7.
7, Strange Shadow. He gains a terror point.
Ugh.
And Chisaki. Well, Chisaki is going to go ahead and get ready to investigate those balloons.
Excellent.
All right, so that's the end of our turn. First, we roll for fright tokens. Turn 3, we want to roll 5 or higher as a fright. Yep, we have made every one of these.
Great.
There's only one out there, isn't there? So it's the beginning of turn 3, and as is required with the come one, come all special rule, Booger the Killer has showed up right there in the center of the table. Now, being a theme killer, we don't have to roll for any of his stuff. It's already all laid out. And so he's going to activate based on his MO. His MO is lunge, which means that if he is 6 inches away from the most characters possible and without any terrain in between if possible, that he will move and target the character with the most terror points. If he makes it to base, he makes an immediate free attack against that character using attack number 2. It could be either Chisaki or Max. Chisaki's closer, so I'm going to call it Chisaki. Chisaki has no terror, so there's no modifier to this die roll, but I get 10. That ain't good.
No, he's going to make it.
Can easily make it to Chisaki. That may not be that big a deal. Booger has come over here and attacked Chisaki. He's going to attack with his secondary attack, which is a surprise backhand. This attack targets the character with the lowest number of terror points. There's only one character there. Within 4 inches, not targeted by the primary. Combat 15, and it'll do 1 injury if it is successful. So we roll critical miss. He manages to miss his attack. It ends the killer's phase. We're going to first activate Chisaki, and Chisaki is going to do an attack. So her combat is 10, the katana 14. So I do not hit. She also gains a terror for having activated because of his dead eyes.
Max, actually investigate
All
that
right.
balloon.
The balloons are combat.
1. That makes it.
You take a terror. Booger becomes enraged.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Denise. I'm going to go to here, continue to there.
He's going to investigate the ticket booth, see if there's anything there.
All right, so go ahead and roll his awareness, and he's got a good awareness.
So I have to be under 15, I gather.
You
9?
are. So roll a d10. Straight this time, no modifier.
2.
That's going to be in this pile. It's a weapon.
Ooh. Ah, okay. He gets an antique blade, which is used for melee. Damages 2 injuries.
Right.
Okay.
Okie doke. And that's the end of our turn. So we go to turn 4. So we have to roll for the terror that's out here. We have to build tension. Turn 4. We need to roll a 4 or higher. And we got it. So fright tokens are going to do something. There's only the one out here. No, there's 2 out here now. So it's going to go first. It moves 6 inches towards the closest character.
Right. And there we are.
Right on
Me again.
Max. And the other one goes away.
Oh.
And the lights flip off. It is now killer phase. And he is enraged, which increases his chance of getting a crit, 1 or a 2 instead of just a 1. He's going to use the bonk 3000. All right, so his attack number 1 is 16. He hits. It's 1 through 3. That's not good. 1 through 3 is a critical hit. He rolled a 3, so he gets a critical hit on Chisaki, which is not particularly good. So they get plus additional 2 injuries. The weapon was going to do 2 anyway, so Chisaki has taken 4 wounds.
Wow.
She's also going to be pushed back 3 inches and be tripped.
So I could move 3 inches if I wanted. I could move towards her, and I could also encourage
Yeah.
Why don't I do that? Okay.
All right.
I am encouraging.
All right. And so is that a
Plus
+3?
3 for you.
So now I need an 8 with the gun. I'm going to shoot the clown. I miss. Pew.
I'm thinking I'm going to move towards the fight.
All right.
And I'm thinking the best thing perhaps is to concentrate so the next time something will be easier. I have a concentrate here.
All right. So now we do the building tension roll. It's now turn 5. We need a 3 or higher, which we get because of course we do, because it's only a 3, because that's how this works. So do we only have the one fright token out there right now? Yes, we do.
I think so, yeah.
So we're going to roll for it. We get a 6. It moves 6 inches towards the closest character.
Of course, towards Max. Yes.
It's following Max.
Oh, Max.
Now we got the killer. How many terror points do you have?
3.
Doesn't matter because he rolled a 7. He can get to you anyway, but he would have also had the pluses for that. So he's going to come right up to you.
Wow.
And he's going to attack both of us
Oh, okay.
because he's close enough.
Okay.
I'm going to get the secondary. All right. So his first attack is on Max. It is with the hammer, and he needs a 16. He gets it. So you're going to get hit for a point. You get knocked back 3 inches.
Okay. Just straight back.
Yep. You count as being tripped.
Okay.
And I'm going to get attacked with a secondary, which is a 15. He misses. I could do a stumble away and then do the...
Shoot with the modifiers?
Yeah,
Eh.
but it's a -5. I also got to remember that I shot that gun. So to do the will away that we have to do, we have to roll less than the character's current terror points. Terror points are the number of markers you have. So it's actually easier to will him away if you're carrying a lot of terror on you.
Yeah.
Which means Denise is not in the position to do it.
No.
Because none of us probably are. She only has 1.
Right.
Max is the best right now, and still that's not a great chance. I'm going to use Denise's skill, which allows her to, when she's in base-to-base melee combat, to switch with somebody. With a man. Has to be a man.
Thanks.
Do I shoot, or do I use the phone? I need a 6. I've got that concentrate thing on me, which gives me an additional 3. I need a 9. My cell phone did not work. Who do I activate now?
Well, I'm guessing it's Max.
All right. So Max is in melee.
So I think he is going to go into combat with
Okay.
him.
Got it.
Yes.
So
yes.
how much damage does it do?
So he does 3 injuries. I'm thinking Seth should go next and take some injuries off of her.
All right.
It says, let me take a look. So I remove 2 injury tokens from her.
For her.
I think Seth might move
So roll for a jump scare.
0, 10. That's always bad.
This screams in the distance. Fright tokens move D10 towards you, which might not be so bad because fright token right now
It's over here.
is in front of Max.
Right. It's 10. So it's by Seth.
I think Shisaki is going to try to run into combat. She's going to get there. Wow. She's going to use her concentrate that she's got there. The concentrate's only going to give her a +3. And desperate action, yeah, it's a -10.
Oh.
All right, so her combat is 10, so she's got to roll a 3. 10. Nope, did not get it. Now it is turn 6. So we still only have the one, don't we?
Here, the terror. Yeah.
So we're going to roll for that one. That's a D10. Can you roll a D10?
6.
6. Move the token 6 inches towards the closest character. It's right by the closest character, so I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah, exactly.
But we've got the killer. He's going to attack the one with the most terror points. That is going to be
Probably
Max. So he attacks with the hammer at 16. How many terror points do you have?
I have 3.
He's at 19.
Jeez.
And he got a 4. So that's 2 points. And you're back on the ground again and 3 inches back from him.
3. And I'm tripped.
And then he's going to use his surprise backhand on Chisaki. That's 15.
20.
That
He didn't do
fails.
it?
So it's our turn. I'm going to go ahead and try to use Denise's cell phone to try to get some help. I got it this time.
Okay.
I get a supporting character.
Oh.
I'm going to put him here. Put him right there. Hey, what's going on? What's happened here, Nathaniel Windrow has stumbled on the scene and has walked into the funland. That was Denise's action. I think Chisaki should go and try to clobber this guy. So we're going to do that. Chisaki's combat is 10. She misses.
Poor Max. He really is sort of worn out at this point. Unfortunately, he has to stand up. So
Yeah.
there's
So
really
that's a short action.
nothing else he can do. He could move or he could concentrate. But I think he's just going to concentrate so that hopefully next time something will be better. And Seth.
And then he's probably going to do a long search with
He
his
is.
combat of the balloons.
Yep, that's what he's going to do. So his combat is only 8. He does not make it.
So we roll for the fright token that's flopping around out there. That's right by him.
Right?
3, it goes away, but it's actually going to reappear like in the center of
Here?
C. So
Where it was.
Yeah. And then we have the killer. And now we have to roll for his movement. 6. He's going to go. He's going to go there, and he's going to attack the supporting character.
Right.
He's come right up and right onto poor Nathaniel there. And he's going to attack Nathaniel with his mighty hammer. And he hits him. So that's going to do 2 points and throw him for 3 inches and onto the ground. So that's the killer's phase. Turn the light back right side up.
Okay.
Lights are back up. So who do we want to activate first?
Can Seth reinvestigate or not?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try it again.
All right, so Seth's going to investigate. So he has to roll his combat.
Nope. Again.
All right.
Fails. Okay. He's going to have to turn away from that eventually. I think Max is going to do the take a breath thing. And I think he's going to take off, he can take off 1 terror token or 2 injuries. He's going to take off 2 injuries.
I think, do I shoot the clown or do I encourage Chisaki? Chisaki can attack this time with only a -5. Yeah, I'm going to do the encourage. I have Denise encourage Chisaki. So she'll get a +3, so she'll only be at a -2. She's going to have to do the
Run towards him thing.
the quick action thing. All right, so she comes in behind him. She's going to have a -2 to her roll, so she needs an 8. She has not been doing particularly well with this. She got it.
Wow.
So it's 2 points more. The tension, building tension is automatic at this stage. So we just roll for the fright tokens. There's 2 of them. It is 1, so it goes away. And the other one, 7. What was that? Move the token 6 inches towards the closest character, who is Denise, I think. Killer's activation.
Right.
So he's got to roll a d10. He gets a +1 to this. So it's 7, but he's far too close than that. So he jumps on Nathaniel here with his mighty hammer.
Who's like, what the heck's happening?
And then he smacks him. 16 to hit. That's a hit. That's a substantial hit. It does 2 injury, which will kill him. So he has clobbered Nathaniel.
Wow.
However, that activates a rule. Anybody who's looking that way gets a terror point. So it's Chisaki. But I think that's it. Because Seth has got his back and
Denise does
Denise
too.
has his back. Now, here's the good thing about that, though, is that it is the rule for most of the characters, including this one. Some killers, there's one killer that's an exception, but most of the killers, when they defeat something, go away to savor their victory.
I could have Max go towards that one, although I
Alright,
don't.
do it.
Oh, because he only has to be
Must be
within
2
2
inches.
inches. Make an awareness test. His awareness is 13. I don't know why he can't seem to get this.
He's got a plus to his awareness, too.
He's going?
He's got a plus to his awareness,
Oh.
too, under your skills. Chisaki's going to go ahead and move towards this one. And that's us. So now we have to roll for freight tokens. And we don't want real high, so this token follows Denise.
Okay, I'm going to investigate the balloon.
All right?
And
Who
Max's
is Max? All right?
investigative or awareness is 10.
Mm-hmm. All right.
11, no. He does not get
All
it.
right. I'm going to roll for Denise. She's got a +3, which means she needs 11. Nope. It's done.
I guess Seth will go somewhere else. Seth is going to
Or you could do it again.
15. Okay, so equal to or below.
And Chisaki, I think she's within 2. Chisaki's combat. That's the end of that turn. That's the bad thing, is we're flipping right on 3 turns.
I think it's time to start moving back towards the general direction.
We have to roll for fright tokens. 10. That is not what we wanted.
He is back.
Immediately conjure the killer unless you're using the center of a specific killer and replace the fright token with the killer's model.
Oh dear.
He's right there on Denise. The end of this phase, 2 more of these show up because there now weren't any
Right.
of those on the table. Then we go to killer phase. Killer is already placed, so he's going to attack based on his MO. He targets the character with the most terror points.
I have 6.
It's Max. So he's got to roll a d10, and he's got a plus, so he's got no problem. He's going to go over there and clobber Max. He has a 16 to hit. He is successful, so that does 2 points.
Right.
And he knocks you directly back 3 inches.
Will you away? Okay.
Yeah, it's a long action, too.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I can't even move up. Okay.
All right, and you're tripped.
Okay. So I'd have to stand up anyway.
Oh, yeah, his secondary is going to hit Denise. So that's a 15. 2.
Yes.
So that's a hit. That only does 1 injury. And Denise is in pretty good shape. However, she is also tripped. All right, that's bad though, because that means neither of us can do the will away this turn.
Nope.
Back on at the end of his turn. And now it is our turn. I'm going to bring Chisaki up to the fight.
Problem with Max is he's at, as soon as he activates, he's at 7 terrors, which makes him so close to the 8 that's going to take him off the board. I'm going to remove 2 terror points. I still don't want to
now
get
your
off
luck
the
is
board.
1.
Okay, so I'm going to stand up,
All right.
and then I'm going to move.
I'm not shooting at him. That's stupid. I think I'm going to have to stand up and stumble back, which is what, 3 inches?
Stumble away is 2 inches directly away. You also make an awareness test to see if the character trips.
Awareness is 8. And I did.
Getting close.
It is the phase for the freight tokens first. So the one furthest is certainly the one over by the Ferris wheel. That one goes away. That's going to be the one over here. That one goes away.
Okay.
However, because there's now no tokens, they'll both come right back anyway. So.
Okay.
And then it is the killer's turn, and the killer is going to go after the person with the most fright. That is still you.
4.
So it's a D10 plus 4.
Yes, probably.
Yeah, you were at 6. Because it's just takes us further from us. Combat is 16. He hits, so that's another 2 points and knocks you back 3 inches again, and you're down. I have to use the quick to get up. I'm going to go ahead and do that distract. My awareness is 8.
Oh, okay.
So I think I am. So go ahead and move him 3 inches towards me, towards Denise.
1, 2, 3. I'm kind
That
of
would actually be
assuming...
4, but...
Oh.
All right, do I want to charge in with Chisaki or not? So she's going to close in. She has to do the quick attack. That's what, -5?
Mm-hmm. How about luck?
Her combat is 10, so she needs a 5 or under. Six. I missed it by 1. I'm going to go ahead and use a luck and re-roll, I guess. That's a risky use of a luck. No, it was worse that time.
All right. I think should max. He still can't get close enough. I'm going to take the chance. You know, Max is the hero type. He just is. And I am going to move right up near him.
It's going to take one action to stand up.
And then
so he's
I
not
can...
going to get right near him.
No, he's not, is he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Seth is... One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. He's getting closer.
It's the end of our turn.
It's getting close, isn't it?
It's getting really close, and I don't think we're going to be able to pull it off. That's still the furthest one away. 7, that one moves 6 inches towards the nearest character, which is Seth. It will not move into that light, though. And is he out of 4? No, he's still going to take a tear. The other one is 3. That one goes away. Killer phase. The killer is going to attack Holden.
We need 1 time for him not to.
So he's got plus, what are you at terror-wise now?
I have 4.
4. So he's got a +4 to his roll. He's no problem. It should be +4 to his attack, so he needs 20s to hit. So he definitely hits. So that's 2 more hits to you. He's pushed back 3 inches and he's down. Surprise backhand. Targets within lowest number of terror points within 4 inches. Shiosaki is definitely within 4. So he's got, that would normally be a 15, but she's got 3, so he needs an 18 to hit her. He hits her. That's 1 injury. Killer phase, lights go off. I'm going to try to wheel him away with Chisaki.
Excellent.
So I have to roll under 3. Nope. I'm going to go ahead and use my last will point to try that again.
Luck point?
Yeah. Nope. All right, that's her done. I'm going to use Denise, her last phone call, to try to... This is a quick action, too. It's not even a... I'm going to try to get a supporting character onto the table. So I need to roll under 8. Really? I'm going to use a luck point. She only has 1 luck. She's not very lucky. Got it.
So that will distract him for a moment.
No, it doesn't distract him, not the way the skill distract worked. It actually will be his target next turn. He has to show up on her quarter anyway, but I'm going to put him right near her.
Okay.
Because I want to be within 2 inches of him. And what we
Exactly.
now need to do is the people who haven't moved need to move towards me.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. We all need to gang up so that we're close to him. I have to, obviously, 4 inches the best I can do because I have to stand up.
You're going to take a terror because you're
Right.
looking at him.
So I've stood up. Obviously, I got to go around him.
What's left?
3.
All right.
And Seth, okay, I'm right next to him.
It's the end of the turn. It's now we roll for the 1 fright token that's still on the table. It's a 6. That's going to go 6 inches towards whoever's closest.
Yeah, I think he's closer.
All right. We roll a d10 for his movement.
Okay.
Can you give me the ruler?
7.
He's going to move. So this is 8 inches, so we can measure it from there. He didn't make it. He's not in base to base. However, he can do a second, and so that would be Denise. So he needs a 18 or less. He hits. So I take a point. Ouch. Lights come back on. We need to will him away. Well, I'm the only one who can right now.
You are.
It's a long action. Character within 2 inches may try to will him away. Roll a d20. If the result is less than the character's current terror points, they will booger away, and he counts as having been driven off. I have to roll a 3. That's not really likely.
It's worth a try.
14. No, I don't have. I only have 1 luck point. I used it. All right. I think Seth can do it just barely.
Okay. Let's try
Is he
now.
in
He
a
only
chair?
has 2 terror points, but what the heck? What the heck?
Yeah. Actually, I should have had 4.
8?
I activated looking at him.
Well, I guess I activated looking at him too. So he has 3, but that still didn't help. But Seth hasn't used his luck yet.
All right, I'd go ahead and do it.
I would too. Okay, so he has 3 terror points. Nope,
That
19.
was worse. I'm going to move this way. What was the range for distraction? It was awareness, right? Her awareness is 10. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to do a distraction. That's going to cause him to go 3 inches over this way. Okay, you want to roll a d20, and if your result is equal to or less than the character's terror points, then you trip at the end of the second movement, so you'll still get there.
Right, but if I'm down on the ground, I won't be able to do it.
No.
All right, so I want more than my terror points.
Yes.
I want high.
Yes.
High, high, high. Yes, 18.
Time for the token. The token's a 5. It moves 6 inches to whoever's nearest.
Probably.
I think that's you or me. It's probably
let's see.
Chisaki. It is Chisaki.
And it is Sword of Honor.
That's no problem. Just move
Oh,
it
it
up
is?
to her.
Okay,
Because
right.
the killer is gonna move 2 inches this way. So he doesn't get to him again, which is good. If I'm right about that swing thing, though, he gets the swing on Denise again. So she gets hit again. She's badly getting chomped. Now we want to get rid of him.
We have 3 characters
Like
who
that.
can try.
Yes, we do, and they should all try, I think.
So they're all going to take a terror as they activate.
Seth isn't.
Oh, you're right, because of his back. Well, Max will, and that puts him at 7. This is the most important thing you're going to do, Max. You got to make this one.
7. You did it. So he's driven off, and this means he will be gone. He won't come back on the next killer phase.
Right.
So he'll be gone this phase and next, unless we roll high for this thing. So the rest of us
Run, save yourself.
should just move.
Yes.
So I'm going to do Chisaki first. Chisaki moves 8. Chisaki's going to make it. There's no way Chisaki's not making it off the table.
Excellent.
The rest of Denise,
Seth,
he can only go 6. He's
still
not-
only go 6.
60. Here's the problem.
I know.
I think Max came through right when he needed to.
Yep. Oh man, I thought we had all turn without him.
We should have, except that we just rolled. I said, remember, unless I said we rolled bad on this roll. He doesn't come back the normal way. I should have put 2 more fright discs down at the end of that turn, because that... Because
I got it.
Okay, because the fright disc could become him. We roll for those. Can you roll the d10 for the one near you? 8. That's a move towards Seth.
6?
Yep, 6 inches towards Seth.
So it's just short.
Yeah, but it is within the 4 inches. And the other one is 7. That's going to be the same thing, but this one's going to be towards Denise.
She's within the 4 inches too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The killer is going to roll to go after Daddy. He rolls a whopping 1.
Oh, good. Good.
Lights come back on.
Okay.
All right, so we'll activate Chisaki. Characters need to will bugger away from the end of turn 14, before the end of turn 14, and at least 2 characters have to make it back into contact with the car. Yeah, so it has to be touching the car, I think. But she certainly is.
Denise?
Denise is not going to make it that far. 3.
All right,
Seth moves 6.
Okay, and now?
Or it could enrage the killer.
Okay.
And now what are we going to do with Holden, or with Max? And then that would make that 1.
Okay. But you're right, I'm going to try. So I'm a negative 10. What the heck, right? Of course, 10 is my combat, so that means I couldn't make it. There's no
You have to
number.
roll a 1.
Okay, what the heck? At this point, he's going to be a hero. Let's see if I can roll a 1.
D20.
I know, I'm looking for
It's
it.
right here.
There it is. 1.
But it didn't cost you anything because you did your movement anyway.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a freebie.
1. No, 3. I was so
Close.
close.
Close. That's the end of that turn. What turn are you at now?
Oh my god. 7. Because I was at 7, I took 1 off.
That
and
was turn
now,
13, wasn't it?
Yes, now it's 14.
So this is the last turn of the game.
You want me to roll for?
It's a D6.
Okay.
That's a 3. That one disappears, but that means it's going to reappear in the corner. And
Unless that one
oh no,
stays.
that one's still there, and that one does stay.
Okay.
But it's going to go following. It would have followed Denise.
Okay.
So Denise, 1, 2, 3, 4 would have had 5. So she'd have to roll. She has to roll over 5. All right, she's fine.
Okay.
She
Sure.
did not trip. She made it to the car.
Excellent.
He has to
Go around.
for the it's
Okay.
10 inches, so he gets to him.
Okay.
So this will probably be his death.
20.
He misses.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Booger runs up to Denise's father, swings at him with the hammer, and rolls a 20 and misses. So now it's Max who's going to try to...
Max is going to turn around. And he is going to go the 4 inches. I'm sure I'm within 4. There's no question. And what I'm at -5 now?
Yeah.
So I have to, whoop, I need 5. Okay, 5 or under?
Nope.
Nope.
Is there any lucky out
All
left?
right, he's gone.
Does he have any luck left?
I think I used them
All right.
before. And
Seth?
Seth,
6 inches.
maybe.
Doesn't really matter.
No, but you know he will make it eventually.
And that's the end of the game. We've succeeded. We succeeded just barely. It is turn 14 and only 2 of us got there. And that's the minimum requirement. I do think we could have, if we had not been avoiding terror, we might have been able to achieve this quicker. And now recognizing how the balloons work, we could have just sat here gating terror at the balloons that were closer to the entrance and purposely never sunk ourselves too far onto the table.
But obviously the other tactic is you have to gang up on him.
Yeah, but if you were over here, we'd be bringing him
Right.
to us anyway.
Right.
All right.
Those other characters are really helpful. The supporting characters.
That's the last one we could have done.
Yeah.
I should check the rules and make
So
sure.
that's cell phone.
I should check the rules and make sure I didn't break them.
That cell phone is super helpful.
The Well, he was more helpful than he should have been because of bad luck on. You'll notice that we made some mistakes in the game and we had to correct some things as we went on. We couldn't understand originally why you were trying for the bundles of balloons in the first place. They don't give you anything except terror. But that goes to what the goal of the game was. To roll under your terror, to make that easier, you need to have pretty high terror. So we figured the tactic of this game was actually to keep investigating those balloon bundles, get your terror up, and then strike to dismiss the character. Took us a while to get to that idea. I think we would have had an easier time of this game had we struck to that idea earlier and maybe just sat around the entrance waiting to get the terror points high to be able to dismiss Booger. We picked our characters randomly just by drawing them. If you were choosing characters, I think Dr. Grange, I think would be a real useful character for this game because she allows people to raise their terror beyond the usual double their fright score and also helps get rid of it. So I think she'd be a real helpful addition if you were picking at characters instead of random rolling. I mentioned earlier that I was a little worried about this game, but in the end, I thought it was very, very enjoyable. I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward now to trying the other side of the card sometime in the near future. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you have any questions, or if you play Don't Look Back and have played Sideshow Slaughter yourself, and have comments you'd like to make on that, go ahead and put those in the comment section down below. In a similar fashion, if you have any ideas or comments about what you'd like to see us present here on Cry Havoc Wargaming, we look for that in the comments down below as well. If you have enjoyed this video and felt you got something out of it, I hope that you will hit like. And if you'd like to continue to receive notifications regarding further programming like this that may help you determine how to better spend your money or time in your wargaming hobby, then please hit subscribe and ring our notification bell. Until next time, cheers.